Welcome back. Well, the markets have come off the day's top. We're holding at around 17,130 odd. The markets have been a little bit jittery. But if I look at stocks that have done well in the last 1 week or so, one company that comes to your radar is Rajratan Global Wire. Just pull up a 1 week chart. You'll see the stock has been gaining. To understand how are things shaping up and what's the way ahead from here on. Even today, it's up close to around 3%. We're joined by Mr. Chordia, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company. Hi, sir. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, in this sort of a market, when you see stocks going up 10% as well in a single week, it tells you that the street is a little bit optimistic on those companies. So my question to you is, how is demand on the ground as of now? I recall you had pulled back on your guidance for FY23. You said you'll end with volumes which are more or less flattish. And FY24, how are things looking? Both on the volume front as well as a broad margin number you could give us. 18 to 19%, I think, is what you were indicating in the past. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So, Nigel, I was recently with all my customers. And, the customers can tell you how is the demand. And we always go by what our customers are saying. So there was ATMA conference, Automotive Tire Manufacturers Association had a conference where they indicated growth which is little more than the GDP growth in India. And coupled with that, they are also forecasting a growth in the export of tires. So overall, the 65,000 tons tire market is to grow to 165,000 crores of market by 2030. So if I factor in all those numbers, we are looking at a growth of 10% in the Indian demand for bead wire next year. So which is good for our business, and we are looking that the Indian business, Indian supplies will grow next year. If I talk about, special sectors, like there is a good growth in commercial tire sector, passenger tires are also doing well, but two-wheelers, which is rural economy based demand, is not doing so well.
Give us a couple of numbers, Mr. Chordia. Volume growth number. Good to hear, the kind of scope of business that you can see. And at that conference as well, they're fairly confident. What is the volume growth number you're looking at for FY24 as well as your margin band?
We are looking at 10 to 15% volume growth in India. Current year we are close to 60,000 tons, which will grow to 68,000 tons in India. Thailand was more of a problem last year, okay? Because Thai tire companies are there to export to USA and Europe. And for all the reasons known to you and everyone, the European export was low. There were huge, there was a geopolitical problem. There were, supply chain disruptions. Freight rates had gone up. People were sitting with high inventory cost. But now I think all that has become, it has normalized. Freight rates have come down. The high cost stocks are getting over. Geopolitical problem has become kind of a normal now. We all are living with that problem here in India as well as in Europe. So, looking at the current indication from our customers in Thailand and export from Thailand, we are projecting at least 30-35% growth in volume in Thailand. Yeah.
All right. So 30-35% volume growth in Thailand. India would be around 10 to 15%. On a blended basis, we can assume around 20% growth for your company in the next financial year. And what about margins? Because you said you will maintain your margins between 18 to 20%. I see, your solar rooftop project as well likely to be installed in the next financial year. How much would that mean in terms of cost savings for you? That's point one. And secondly, we saw promoters buy about 50,000 shares in the month of March itself, and this is data that you've revealed to the exchanges. Not a substantial amount, but the fact that promoters have entered, was that just transactional before the year-end closing, or do you see promoters buying a little more at these levels?
Yeah, so about margin, we are, our projections are based on 18 to 20% margin. I don't expect any better margin in future also. It was better because of the tailwinds in the prices of our raw material. We got advantage of price increase, and the better margin was because of the profits in the stocks, which is not normal. Okay, so our cost will continue to come down because of various initiatives we are taking. But we are in a competitive business, so we will have to keep passing on the cost benefit to our customers also. We are targeting a bigger market share, which cannot be possible with a very high margin. Now, on promoters buying the equity, because promoter family is only in one business, we don't want to divert our focus. So whatever little we have, we keep investing back in Rajratan. Okay, the company I know the best, I would like to invest there and not spend my time looking at other opportunities. Yeah.
So you think you'll continue to buy then?
Sorry?
Do you think you'll continue to buy at these prices? The stock in the last 6 months is still down 35% from the peak. And this is one business that you know better than most analysts or all analysts. So will you look to keep up?
These are family savings. I don't have big amounts to buy, big numbers of shares. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you didn't mention the solar roof. Okay, that's about the shareholding. What about the solar rooftop project? What will be the potential savings out there? That will be installed in April, right?
Solar rooftop will be installed in Thailand this year, and then we are planning solar installation in our Chennai project also. So it's not a big saving, little saving in the power cost, but at the bottom line will not make very big difference. Yeah, these are small savings we continue to work on.
Okay, and just to clarify, the blended volume growth will be 15% or 20% for this year?
We are targeting 20%.
20%. Got it. Thanks so much, Mr. Chordia, for stopping by and giving us those details. So the demand on ground seems to be picking up. Export market in particular, given that freights are down, US and Europe were in a bit of a tizzy in the past year. But he's expecting a recovery in FY24. 20% volume growth, margins of around 18 to around 20%, and the promoter entity continues to show faith in the company. The stock has corrected a good deal from the top, but in the last 10 days or so, it's seen a bit of a spike up. For the time being, we'll slip in a short break. You come back. We continue our focus on markets and stock-specific action.